Welcome to our last edition of Real Talk for 2023.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so we made it through the holidays. That was crazy.
Thank the Lord, hallelujah.
We have been a little slow the last 2 months, but that is all over because what we're going to talk about today is listings. And there's a lot of them coming up, and this is just half of what I have on my desk. We're going to talk about those. There's the missing Frenchie doggies.
There we go.
Sorry. But what has happened is our buyers have kind of set back. Sellers, no seller ever wants to list their house during the holidays. Nobody wants to do that. It's a total pain. They don't want to do it with the holidays. So now they're coming on the market. So what we're going to chat about is kind of a speed drill of what I have coming up on the market, what Darla has. I've got a couple on the market that have kind of been sitting. And I actually showed houses today for the first time in a couple weeks. And everything I looked at in Keene and Tuscaloosa, girl, they've been on the market for 90 days plus. And I'm like, wow. So kind of why is that happening? So when we're going to list our house, we don't want to be one of those people that I just showed.
Any particular reason why when you walked them?
Okay. This is my
What price point are we at?
We are at 300 to 400. We were really in low 300s.
Okay.
So we were in Atascocita and Kingwood, and I can tell you why most of them were vacant. They're not staged. There's nothing special about it. There's no wow factor. The Joanna Gaines has not been there. A DIY project has not been done. Okay. They're just plain. And so where everybody going?
New construction.
New construction.
It's all bright, nice, and clean and pretty.
It's pretty. These houses, and we all know it in Kingwood, in that price point, are old. They are, and they can.
And
be
remember
super
what our average price point in Houston is right now? It's about $411,000.
So this is on the lower end, and I actually ran across an agent that I knew that he was walking out of a home, and I was walking in. It's like, hey, and he's like, I was like, what are you looking for? He goes, Judy, I know you got listings coming up. What do you got? And I said, what are you looking for? He's like, Kingwood 300. And I'm like, good luck, buddy. He's like, I know. So he and I were kind of showing the same houses today.
Right.
So they're boxy. They got the kitchen over here and everything's boxy. If you want that open floor plan, you're going to have to look in the late 1990s or 2000s, and we were looking in the late 70s and 80s. So right there, they were realizing, because my clients are actually relocating from Oregon.
Do they have school kids?
No,
kids?
They don't care about that.
Yeah. So my neighborhood is great. We still have some homes in here, new construction.
They don't care. It's too new.
I know.
It's the only person I know, yes, we don't want anything new. And I'm like, okay. So I went through that whole thing, but they don't. So, okay, we're going with what they want. So we're going to go again this afternoon, and I've picked a few more out, like in Oakhurst in the front of Kingwood, that's Kings Mill, Kings Manor, those types of things, Mills Branch. So, okay, this is my first time out with them. So, again, when you're going to put your house on the market, if it's an older house in Kingwood or Atascocita,
you still have to make it where buyers want it. We are not in the position of everybody just going crazy and buying things because they're available. We're not there, and we're probably not going to be there for a while. Our buyers have gotten very demanding.
Yes, we looked at 6 houses. They're all no's. Okay, so now we're going a little bit. Now I know what they want. It doesn't take me very long to pick on it, but they don't mind the older homes because a lot of people like that character. First of all, they like Kingwood. They like the trails. They like the tall trees. And so in new construction, you got those little shrubs. There's no tall trees. So they like this area. So we're going to have to, if you're an older home in Kingwood, and most people don't like it, you're going to have to put some money in it. You're going to have to decorate it. You're going to have, one of the things that we kept seeing today was different types of flooring. Yeah. Don't do it. If you're doing one room, so I'm standing in a hallway and I'm looking at 2 bedrooms and a bathroom and a hallway, and there are 4 different floors. Yeah. And it's tile, and it's different tile, and you can't do that. It just doesn't work. So as we're getting ready,
and you can paint tile. I've done it.
Yeah, or you can lay right over it.
Or you can lay the LVP right over the top of it. It's something to consider for sure.
It is, and it's really hard. And I get it. These boxy older homes, most people aren't going to bust out the walls.
But I think those are coming back around.
You got to make it look right. Well, what happened was when they're boxy like that, these kitchens are tiny. Yeah. If they weren't boxy, it was a galley. But I'm just telling you, like a galleys have like a refrigerator, a little bit of counter. It was just tiny.
What we need TikTok to do is turn around and make that cool again.
Right. HGTV. I was like, HGTV has ruined it.
That's absolutely what
So we're going to kind of go back and forth about some listings we have and some coming up. So the first one I want to talk to you about is 20729 Lodge Street. That's in New Caney. It is a flip property that I'm doing, and we are on 3 acres. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, just under 2,000 square feet, and we are gutted. It's going to be what I just said. Everything is brand new. New kitchens, new cabinets, new floors, new paint, new everything, new toilets, new tubs, and new everything. We're going to be at 425, so that is my hot one. It's land that's fully fenced, high and dry. It is in New Caney, and it's not in a floodplain. It's a really good one. All right, cool. What do you got?
I'm putting up land today.
Nice.
I have just a little under 19 acres over in Badai, Texas, where if you don't know where that is just northeast of Huntsville. So you're probably 30 minutes or so from Huntsville. But it is land that is partially wooded, partially cleared. At the moment they are running, it's fully fenced. It's got a hay barn kind of storage thing on it that you can certainly turn into something else. And it's got, it has electricity, but really no other utilities, no septic or anything like that. And right now they're running cattle on it, like I said, fully fenced. It is dirt roads. However, if you are looking to get away and you're looking for a lot of land where you can do what you want on it, unrestricted, we're selling this right at $325 for just under 19 acres.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice size. She knows I'm looking for land. Okay, the next one I have coming up is 422 Mallard, and that is in Livingston, and we are Lake View. We are across the street from the lake, and it's a great view of it. So they have a phenomenal front porch that they can actually sit on and see across the lake. So this house is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, and it is 1,600 square feet, and it is completely renovated as well. New kitchens, new bathrooms. It's 3 full baths with 3 showers. It's a long lot. It's over half an acre, and there's another street behind it. So they've got a shed out there. They have a well house out there, and they also have a fire pit. So you can actually access from the other street behind it. You can add a workshop on there, anything you want. It's over half an acre, so that's a really good one.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
because I've got probably one of mine. I've got a half an acre coming up in Shepherd. That's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. They've done a lot of work to the outside of it. It's got a kind of a carport cover with it. It's fully fenced. It's over in a little secluded area there in Shepherd. So I've got that coming up. It'll be under $200,000.
Oh, that will go fast. That's a very desirable price point. Next one I have is 1368 FM 247. This is in Huntsville. We are on 22 acres. New construction. It's about 2,500 square feet, built in 2021, and these folks are actually moving to like 90 acres. So 22 wasn't enough. So this is new construction almost. It's a very, very nice home. It has a beautiful back porch, beautiful bathrooms, all the sinks that sit on the
Is it a barn door or just a regular?
No, it's just a regular.
house?
Yeah, it's not a barn door, but it's got a little pond on it. We're gonna be listing that for $925.
Now remember, I've got my stuff over in Badai that's about 20 acres. That's for about $325,000. And then you can stick the barn
or
door.
you can come over to mine and
Correct.
pay
Yeah.
$925. But that's what happens.
But that's
when
what happens.
when you put it on there,
right?
Put
So
the house on there.
yep. So by the time you put the improvements on it, that's where you're going with this. So
yeah, because this is a pretty good sized house. It's very, very nice. It's got stained concrete floors throughout it. It's pretty simple over there. We're going to be staging that next week, and that's going to be going
And
on
I actually
market.
started following a company, a barn door company on TikTok not too long ago outside of Conroe, Montgomery Willis area.
It's dangerous. I'll be buying
it
stuff.
is. Yeah.
All right, I've got one. This is a shocker for me. 2333 Bering Drive in the big city of Houston,
That's
off of
off of
Westheimer and
Westheimer.
Galleria.
Yeah.
This is not Judy's normal area,
No.
but it is a pilot who had been a client of mine for several years, and he's buying a new home. So we're going to put this condo up. It is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo, and we are going to list it for $145. Okay, so that's actually a really good price to own it. It's obviously gated community in there.
$145,000?
$145.
Wow.
Yep, 1-bedroom, 1-bath
In
condo.
off Westheimer?
Off of Westheimer.
On Bering?
On Bering.
Man, those are nice.
There it is. It's been a bachelor pad, so it is going to be vacant. He's moving out to new construction. We'll be up mid-January.
Literally, your bus route, your walking distance to just about anything and everything you want. Bering is beautiful.
Yes, it's got all the stuff, and I hadn't been down to the Galleria in forever, and there's lots of improvements on there. Because it's obviously a lot of older stuff down there. There's lots of improvements going on.
Yeah, they're redoing a lot of that, and the prices on that stuff is going up like crazy. I have another one over in Shepherd that's coming up.
You're starting to be the Shepherd Queen.
I've got a brand new build. It's only not even 8 months old. On, I think it's under half an acre, and it'll be right around $300,000 because it's a brand new build. But it is, you talk about taking a small home, I'm going to say probably under 1,800 square feet, and doing exceptional finishes on it.
Nice.
If you don't need a whole lot of space, but you want a really Instagram-worthy home, this one is definitely
Well, I would bring my client that I have right now to Shepherd. They don't want to go first. That's exactly what we're talking about in Kingwood here. He's not minding. It's just them. They're retired, right? And he is an executive out of Boeing. He's like, I don't need this giant house, but he wants the nice finishes. Okay, and that's what we're not seeing yet today. So we're going to go back to this afternoon.
Yeah, people will finance that all day long versus cash out.
He
of
just
pocket.
said, I'm not doing another project.
Yeah,
want
people
a
don't like
project."
projects, but they will pay for the project you did.
Right, exactly. Okay, my next one is 21103 Sweet River, and we are in Tomball. This is a cute 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet. We're going to be listed for $230,000. It's kind of like the cottage style party plank. I can tell you this one will fly off the market as soon as I go on. So if you're interested in that house at all in the Tomball area, Tomball, you need to call me because it is a hot minute and you will gone. It's going to be gone. Yeah. Okay. We would have already been on the market, but they went out of town for the holidays, so we're going to stage that home, and I hope we're on next week or the following week. That one's going to go awesome. Fast.
Yes. Well, I currently have one that's we're gonna let it roll off the list at the end of the year because we are working on making sure that we have road access to it. So I have a 6,000 square foot lot over in Shepherd off of it's over by Lake Runamuck. So there's a lake right across from it. And the issue that we're having is there's no road access to it. So it has electricity. It's over there in an area where it's unrestricted. It's mobile home friendly and things like that. Right now, it's only listed for $5,000. And everything is going over there for about 8 to 13.
We can't access it.
But we can't access it. So the minute we're working with the commissioner's office over there, the minute that we can get some access to it, the price on that sucker is going to go up. So if you're looking for a buy and hold piece of land that you're not worried about developing or putting anything on it right now, you're okay. $5,000 for a lot of investors is just money out
in their pocket.
Think about tiny home. I mean, we've got a lot of people looking for tiny homes right now. They don't really want the mobile homes. The good thing about tiny homes, they finance like a regular block and beam or pier and beam home. So they're not being financed. I don't know if you know this.
No, they're not being financed like a mobile?
They're not being financed like a mobile home. So you can actually get financing on it easier than you can on a mobile home.
Well, they're becoming so popular because they're affordable.
And a lot of people, you can on a 6,000 square foot lot, you can put a tiny home and still have a lot of room and a lot of yardage. So if this is something that you're interested in, give me a call because, like I said, that's going to roll off. And as soon as we get road access to that sucker, the price is going to go up on it.
Yep. All right, I have one that is in Spring, 17802 Woodlow. This is a big house, 3,091 square feet. It is on a corner lot, a 10,000 square foot lot, and we're going to be listing for $375. They did everything: new paint, new floors, new carpet, updated the kitchen. They did everything. They got out. They've got a few more minor things to do. So February 1 is our target date for this one, but that's going to be a good one over in Spring off of 45 as well. Huffman, I've got one in Lockshire. We're looking at about the 200 price range. My seller should be ready in the next week or so. Cute little 3-bedroom, 2-bath, very well maintained. No back neighbors, and that's going to be in Huffman. The last one on my list today is one up in the Cold Springs area that's got multiple homes on it, and we are on 13 acres. It's got 3 homes on the property. So that one is absolutely, the property is to die for. It honestly is. It's surrounded by the National Forest. It's got, the main home is just under 1,100 square feet. It's cute. It's kind of a cottage, but then there's a mobile home and a tiny home on that. So it's cute, but it's unique in the fact that that becomes a problem with financing. So we're talking about that on Saturday and what we're going to do to get that prepared to be on the market. But those are kind of my top ones that I have.
And then that's a great way to end it because I have an investment opportunity over in Cold Springs as well off of 150. And we're talking 8 acres with a pond. It has a home, and then it has 3 other already rented mobile homes on there. The problem is the same thing that you have. It's hard to get investors out there. It's hard to get financing for that. And they do need work, but we're going to list it knowing that. And so if you're an investor that's looking at a property, or you're a buyer looking at a property where you can get some residual income to help you pay for that thing, it does need some work, so you have to remember that. But I have that coming up. We kind of suspended it until after the first of the year because they do have some things that they need to clean up and stuff on it. But that is
mine are in pretty good shape. It's more the your buyer pool is much smaller because it's cash or small bank only. When you're doing that, you're not going to finance it through a big bank. It's not going to go FHA or VA, which is our main buyer pool right now. And when they're the higher price point, like mine is going to be in the 800,000. So it's not an FHA or VA.
This one's like 500 because of all the properties and the land and everything.
But if you have multi-gen, so that's kind of how I'm going to be advertising mine, and we all talk about it. I want my kids.
If you're trying to keep everybody together, there are people out there.
Lots of it.
So call us. There are people out there that are looking for places to put the whole family, and they've got great. They know how to. They're handyman. They know how to fix things, and that's kind of what we're looking for.
Well, we just wanted to get that out to you. Last week of the year, you guys have a happy new year. We are getting super busy, so wanted to give you guys the first opportunity. If there's anything you heard on this Real Talk episode today that you want more information about, reach out to Darla and I, and we can get you in there first, because once these go live, as we've been telling y'all the last couple of shows.
Tell you what, my leads have kicked the heck up.
The rate was at 6.1
exactly.
or 2 yesterday.
They've dropped it 2, maybe 3 times just in a month.
So in a couple of months, we're going to do an I Told You So show about sitting on the fence, because the interest rates are coming down and buyers are out house hunting
Which
today.
means the price of the house goes up. You may hate the interest rate, but I guarantee you, I would much rather get the price of the house lower and pay that interest rate and deal with that later than have to be fighting with people over things.
Yes, that's no fun at all.
That is no fun. Believe me, as an agent, it is. And I recently did it personally myself.
Yeah.
And that is no fun.
Yeah, because if you're in a multiple offer situation and you almost don't have cash,
I had no bargaining power.
Yeah.
Zero.
You did.
Zero.
You got what they wanted. Mm-hmm. Well, you guys have a great new year, and we will see you next week. Darla, we'll think of the topic, and we're going to start doing things a little bit ahead of time. We'll talk about the New Year's, maybe what our resolutions and what our goals are going to be. I know what my personal goal is saving money. I'm just trying to buckle up and cut down and stop buying
that's all
stupid
of us
things.
At the moment.
Stop buying stupid things that I don't need
to
to do anymore, and really buckle down, because my goal is I want to flip 4 houses this year. And so the Lodge Road house, again, that I told you guys about, 3 acres, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, completely gutted. It should be ready in a couple of weeks. That's my first one. So I want to work with you guys. Let's do it.
Right.
All right. Sayonara. See you later. Hasta la vista.
Bye.
Bye.